Good day, everybody. Welcome back to NFT Starts here. We're going to be talking about a couple of things we got going on. First, we're going to talk about the UFC 281 fight that just finished. It's a pretty awesome card if you didn't get to watch it. Next, we'll be talking about the UFC 281 Collection Challenge, where you'll have your chance to get a Frankie Edgar random moment. And lastly, we'll talk about the Conor McGregor Hyper NFT Challenge from UFC Strike. All right, let's get to it. Welcome back, everybody. So I just finished watching the UFC 281 pay-per-view fight on Madison Square Garden. Sorry, I haven't posted the actual video for these challenges. I just came back from Korea literally at 3 in the morning this morning, and just trying to unpack. And I'm gonna have some videos up about some of the collection stuff collectibles I ran into out there in Korea. So it should be fun. And but first, I want to talk about the UFC 281 fight post-fight analysis. So this was pretty interesting. It was a fun card to watch. And the first one we have was the Dan Hooker fight versus Claudio Puelles, who Claudio is a leg lock type of guy, so obviously always going for the submission, always going for the takedown. Dan Hooker hung through, didn't have any type of danger there, and then eventually Dan Hooker caught Claudio with a body kick. He got him once, took him down, had him down, picked him back up, hit him back down with a body kick again, and the ref had to stop the fight there. So good for Dan Hooker. Fun fighter to watch. Second one, and this is a tough fight that I was watching, the Frankie Edgar versus Chris Gutierrez. If you don't know, obviously Frankie Edgar is a legend, future Hall of Famer, and announced that this was his retirement fight, his final fight. So unfortunately, like it says here, he was taken out on round 1 with a flying knee by Chris Gutierrez. But in the post-fight interview, I learned a little bit about this guy. I like watching post-fight interviews. You learn a lot about fighters and where their head's at and where they might be in the future. But sounds like Chris is going through some tough things with his mom and battling cancer. And then this couple days ago, his coach, also battling cancer, just came out of the hospital and supported him for the fight. So Chris Gutierrez, he was pretty emotional, both about what he's battling, but it also seemed like he feels pretty bad about what he did to Edgar. And if you don't like Frankie, you're a bad person. That's all I gotta say. But anyway, moving on. Dustin Poirier versus Michael Chandler. Obviously, this was fireworks, man. This was crazy. It's like every time Michael Chandler fights, it's exactly what you think it's gonna happen, and you think it might be different. He's gonna be calculated. It's gonna be different. But oh, dude, that guy's a warrior, and he's exciting, man. Props to that guy for coming in the UFC and just saying what he's gonna do and sticking to it and keeping it exciting, man. No holding back. But anyway, Michael Chandler was dominating for most of the fight, actually, and then out wrestling him, caught Dustin, and then eventually Dustin caught him towards the second round, and that, but Michael Chandler hanging on in there again. Eventually on the third round, Dustin managed to catch Michael and then get his back and choke him out from the rear naked. So that was a crazy fight. Props to Dustin. Still seems like they got some beef going on, but either way, good fight. I guess Dustin's going to move on to fight for the belt someday soon. I really thought he was done after he got that money from McGregor. Next, we got for the strawweight championship belt, we had Carla Esparza versus Weili Zhang. Carla's been booed pretty much all her career. I guess she's not that exciting to hear about, kind of watch. Also, she's a full wrestler. But in this fight, man, actually, Carla got the takedowns. Obviously was being outstruck by Weili and Carla taking her down, but once it went to the ground, Weili was taking over. She was scrambling, doing sweeps, taking her back, and eventually in the end, Weili caught her in this weird crucifix choke, and I don't know, I felt like Carla could have fought out of that and fight the hands and whatever, but Weili got the choke, and props to her. I love Weili. I'm a big fan of her. I got her NFT, obviously. So obviously now Weili is the champ, and I think she's gonna be a champ for a while. She's been through ups and downs, and wrestling was her weakness, but now she seems pretty tough on it, and I think probably Rose Namajunas is gonna go after Weili again. But I don't know. I think Weili's gonna hold that title for a while. Nice, I hope so. Next we got the main event, of course, Israel versus Alex. Man, this is a roller coaster of who the hell's gonna win that fight. And obviously on the 5th round, Alex Pereira takes home the win. But what is it? First third and fourth rounds were won by Israel mostly. Not crazy like domination, but he was winning the fight. Just like his last fight with Pereira in kickboxing, towards the closing end of the round, Alex catches him, and in this one here, Alex catches Israel with some boxing, and eventually TKO's Israel. Ref had to stop the fight. Israel's still standing, but you can tell Israel was going nowhere. He wasn't gonna get out of that, and you can see also in the pre-fight interviews and stuff, Israel's just totally different, not confident, But I like how Israel's respecting his place between them. He knows he's been beat, so he gives the bragging rights to Alex. He stays confident like he always is, and he should. He's a fighter, right? He's a champ. But man, that's crazy. I can't believe Alex took it exactly like how he's done before. One thing I gotta say, this is only Alex's third fight in UFC, and these guys both, after watching the fight, they both need to work on wrestling. And I think Israel's got good defense, but their offensive wrestling is these guys need some work, because I don't know, if Alex fights a wrestler, even if that's like Robert Whitaker, for example, he strikes a lot, but when he wrestles Kelvin Gastelum. I think they'll out-wrestle these guys. Or out-wrestle Alex, again, it's only his third fight, so he still has a lot to prove. So yeah, that's the post-fight analysis for UFC 281. Very exciting fight, and something to pay attention to when it comes to our NFTs and who should we invest in. So let's go straight into the UFC 281 Collection Challenge. Here we go. So the deadline for the challenge is on Wednesday, November 16, 11 a.m. PT time. And how it goes pretty much is that depending on the event outcome, which we obviously know now is, so if Adesanya wins and you own any 12 challenger moments, then you'll be eligible to get the Frankie Edgar fandom moment. However, if Pereira wins and you have any six fandom tier moments, then you'll be able to get the Frankie Edgar moment, NFT moment. However, if you were to already own or to purchase before the 16th again, the Israel Adesanya champion NFT or the Carlos Esparza NFT champion, then you'll also be eligible for that as well. And here is the Frankie Edgar fandom moment that we can earn. And of course, it's only one per collector. We talked about the deadline. Always good to know here, if a draw, no contest, or fight cancellation occurs in the UFC 281 event, collectors who complete their challenge criteria will be qualified to earn their reward, assuming the collector retains at least 6 fandom moments or 12 challenger moments at the deadline. So that's the collection challenge right there. Next we have let's just take a look at our fandom. So I actually had 6, and once this thing came out, I had 6, but I had one for sale, which was my Mago. What is his name? Right here, this guy. I had this Mago Mustafaev, which was rewarded to me from the hybrid challenge, I believe. But I guess someone bought that, and I need to buy another one because I did not want to buy 12 challengers. I honestly thought Adesanya was gonna win, but I guess I was wrong, and I already had 5 moments. So what I did is I just bought 5 fandom moments, and I went ahead and bought one, but I guess in this whole challenge somebody bought my Magomed, so now I have to get just one more. And when I'm getting these moments for challenge reasons, I'm usually trying to really think about who I want, right? And I don't want to just get one to get one. I want to get one because there's some value either in the present or in the future, right? This is all an investment. So looking at this, I don't want to pay $90 for an Alex Pereira just yet. I mean, sure, he's up and coming right now, but I still think he's got a lot to prove, and I don't know if he's going to hold on to that belt long enough. Not so much a big fan of these. Obviously, this Czech Congo fight was it's a memorable moment, but he doesn't really have a legacy with the UFC. So I got these guys. I got Yang Zhang. I don't want the Leon Edwards yet. I need to see that third fight with Leon and Kamaru for me to invest in that. But I'm actually thinking about getting the Israel. It's only $47. Even compared to Alex, Alex is selling for 90, and this price was up there before the fight. It didn't just go up now. So I don't know. I'm looking at Israel. He still has a legacy. He obviously defended his belt multiple times. He's had a longer run. I already got Islam. Kamzat, this guy can fall. He's popular. He's got strong fame, but he hasn't been a champ yet. And not to say he won't be. I think he will. He will be. Brandon Morrell's definitely got a legacy, somewhat, right? Somewhat. More definitely. Israel's got more, and they get $47 over $69. So I'm gonna stick with the Israel fandom. I sold my Bilal Muhammad. I think he's gonna fight for the belt real soon as well, but I need a legacy guy. I already have a Yuri Prochaska, but this is what we have available right now. This is what the market looks like, and again, this is only fandom moments, right? So, like I said, you know, let's take a look at my challengers. I don't have a lot of challengers, and I didn't want to spend money on that, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I didn't want to buy seven more challengers just to possibly get this Frankie Edgar moment. It's not worth the money. That's just how I play it. Everybody does it differently, but this is me. You know, I don't have the craziest budget like some people do, but that's my style. So, yeah, that's the UFC 281 collection challenge. And moving on to the Conor McGregor burn challenge, which is the hype to earn your hype NFT there. So, you know, I put a short out there on YouTube. I check out my TikTok, check out my Instagram. I put some little shorts there just to give you a gist of what's going on. But, you know, although I didn't post this video, I did put shorts to give everybody a warning. So always look out for that. So again, in order for you to get a Conor McGregor Hype NFT by November 16 at 11 a.m. PT, you're going to have burned specific items. So you can either, one, burn any 20 contender moments. So burn 20 of those. Or if you burn any 2 challenger moments, or 3, you can burn 10 contender moments and 1 challenger moment. And any 3 of these options will gain you a chance of being able to get that hype NFT for Conor McGregor. So again, 20 contenders, or 2 challengers, or 1 challenger and 10 contender moments. So what I did actually is I burned I had 3 Ronda Rouseys because I had I purchased 1 and I got 2 from a challenge, and then I had I had 10 contenders already to be able to burn, so that was a given. So I should be expecting my hype NFT for Conor McGregor. The burn tool, which is active already, so if you haven't done that, you can go ahead and get started on that. And then for me, if you're not familiar with hype NFTs, let's take a look at some hype NFTs. So you go to the marketplace, right, and you select your moments. It always pops up first, but go to the hype NFTs here. And with these hype NFTs here, let me show you one. I like my favorite one. My favorite one's got to be the Nate Diaz, but these are pretty funny actually. They're all very memorable moments when people said things that have just stuck and have gone viral, right? So you know, I don't want to, this one says some bad words. I don't want to kick anybody out, but this is probably my favorite. Actually, this is probably my favorite, or number 2. I don't know. Let's hear this out. This is the one with Derek Lewis right after his fight. He always says something funny.
I think he just took his pants off in the octagon. That's a new one for me. Look at that. I don't know why he did that, but he did do it.
I'm here with the winner, Derek Lewis. Derek, why'd you take your pants off?
My balls was hot.
My balls was hot.
I understand. You came into this fight the number 2 contender with that knockout. You're absolutely one of the top guys in line for a shot at the title next. So tell us what you think about that.
I need to sit my black ass down, do some more cardio. Fuck what you talking about right now. I ain't trying to fight for no title right now. I'm like that.
Oh, this guy is freaking hilarious, man. That's why everybody loves Derek Lewis. Every interview, post-fight, pre-fight interview, he's always got something funny to say. And he's honest, right? That's what anybody loves. Everybody loves. Doesn't matter. YouTube, Instagram, whatever you gotta say. He's an honest man. And what the hell are you talking about? Working on cardio. I can't even do a 3-round fight. And then yeah, so that's an example of a hype NFT. So cool. It's been a while since a hype NFT. Actually, I joined UFC Strike after these hypes were given, so I'm still very new to the UFC Strike or NFT in general. But yeah, UFC Strike blasted us with a whole bunch of stuff to do, and here we are. So Get your collections ready. Good luck out there. Let's get those fandom moments, those hype NFTs for us. Put them in our pockets and make some money. Take care, guys.